We continue with our traffic update and we go to Limpopo now, Mokopane to be exact, at the Nyl Toll Plaza in Mokopane, and that's about 70 kilometers southwest of Limpopo, of Polokwane. Joining us there is Lutendo Bobodi. Let's find out how holidaymakers are making their way through at that point. Lutendo, thanks very much for joining us. What's the traffic situation there? Is it also quiet? Have people already sort of passed through, or is it busy today?
Yeah, as Peter, as you can look behind me, it's quite normal. Well, there are moments where it moves with a certain level of gradualism, but in general, it's quite normal. We have about 750 vehicles passing through toll gates every hour. But I'm joined by Matume Mremi from the Department of Transport. He has been with us this morning. Matume, just give us an update. What have you been able to gather so far?
Well, I must say that I've been in contact with the toll management and Kraskop and Pumlanes, including the carousel. What we get is that the traffic flow is normal. It was hectic yesterday. As you correctly said, it's 700 vehicles to 800 vehicles per hour. And then we're expecting the latest stats now, because you would know that some of the people who were working would have knocked at 12 o'clock, or maybe now at 4 o'clock they're going to knock off. We're expecting it to pick up later in the evening. But I must say that our traffic officers, they have been dispatched every 10 kilometers on the N1, particularly on the high accident zone from the Modimolle mountain going to the Easterberg beyond this toll plaza. We can be rest assured that you'll find our traffic officials not only being static, but they are also moving with the traffic flow, so that they're able to monitor those that are reckless, because we've got a problem of our people coming from Gauteng, overtaking on the solid line, which becomes a problem, particularly near the Modimolle mountain. MEC Makrupeja has called specifically for our traffic officials to have no mercy at anyone to be found overtaking at a solid line. Particularly at Modimolle, we have your Asandra installed some measures there so that they are unable to overtake, but still you find out that there are some accidents that are reported as a result of motorists getting out of their lanes, going to the other lane to overtake, and that is a problem and has caused an accident on Saturday.
Yeah, we spoke about this arrogance and recklessness in the morning, but except the N1, the R71, R37, R111, what are other roads that you are keeping your eye on?
We have deployed a contingent of men and women, particularly in R71 for pedestrian monitoring as well. R37 going out of Polokwane going to Beggarsford as well. It's also a critical road because it passes through villages. We have got our traffic officials monitoring the road, but we have reports that in Guyane on the R81, including in Tuando, we've got a bit of congestion, but our traffic officials together with the municipal officials are dealing with the situation. That is a traffic where it is caused by last minute shopping, but it's one thing that is going to be manageable beyond the peak hour. And we're also going to be monitoring N11 here out of Mokopane going to the border, including R510 and Northam, because we know that some other Malaysians are avoiding N1, go to Northam, Tabazimbi, Thuroli, Palale, and join the Vivo on the side of all days to go to the Bed Bridge. We'll also be monitoring it. We've got traffic officials there to make sure that we cap on anyone who's going to be disobeying the rules of the road. But MEC Makrupeja calls on our people to give us a perfect Christmas gift, so that we arrive alive, so that we can be able to go to weddings with smiles and everything. We do not want Black Christmas.
Yeah. You talk about police officers' deployment. We've seen that they are working their fingers to the bones. Just shortly, do you know how many people have been arrested so far?
We have been, just last night in the area of Mokopane and SABC, we have arrested over 20 for drunk driving. We are yet to get other reports, particularly on the reckless driving. But what has been a problem is on the R521 getting out of Polokwane going to Dandron. including in Polokwane, where Polokwane municipality have arrested many foreigners who are traveling without proper documents. This is a problem that Mr. Makurupa just spoke about. But with the cooperation of the municipalities, we call on Bela municipality, Modimule Mokopane, Mohalakwena, Molemole, including other local municipalities, because these malachas are now veering out of N1 going through these other small towns, including Ifra Mahale municipality, Makurutama, using the Moloto road. We are calling on them to assist us in pouncing on these malachas, because when they get punches, I'm sure when you're coming here, you would have seen one or two trailers which had punches or so. Those are the ones that are causing accidents on our road. But we have been very successful with the help of Polokwane, because we arrested one that was coming from all the way from Cape Town yesterday. You ask yourself, how did they pass Free State, Gauteng, and come into Limpopo? But indeed, we are not complaining, we are arresting them.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And we spoke to police earlier on. They are warning motorists not to stop at the side of the road, because they could fall victim to criminals or criminal elements. The N1 has now become a high crime zone. We also have to look over our shoulders as we're giving you this report now. Peter, that's back to you.
Lutendo, thanks very much indeed. That's Lutendo Bobodi, who is at the Nyl Plaza, which is in Mokopane, under the N1 going north towards Polokwane.